after 2 months of begging and pleading with the basketball gods, please, please let Daryl Morey find a miracle. Let this man pull off something, anything, to get Benjamin Simmons off the 76ers. I do not want this punk on my team anymore. And the basketball gods said, screw you, Mike. Ben Simmons is still going to play for the 76ers next season. Now, technically, this is not guaranteed. And in fact, I'm really hoping that my usual case of NBA predictions luck is going to backfire the way it always does, and Ben Simmons is going to get traded for something great tomorrow. Because that seems to always be what happens. I said this team's going to be bad, this team is bad. Or, I'm sorry, I say this team's going to be bad, this team is good. I say this team's going to be good, they're bad. Etc. You've all, if you've been with my channel for a while, you've seen it happen a dozen times already. Hopefully, that's what happens with Ben Simmons. But right now, it looks like he's going to be on the team. It seems, according to reports, the Sixers do not intend to trade him for absolutely nothing, and as annoyed as I am with him, alright, and I know you all are too. If you are Sixers fans, you know exactly how I feel. I want Ben off this team. But I gotta be completely honest, I am glad that if we didn't manage to get a star for Ben, if we couldn't trade him for Dame, if we couldn't trade him for Beal, or Levine, or Jamal Murray, or like a really good set of younger, talented players who have high potential, then yeah, I'm glad we didn't trade him for nothing. I'm glad we didn't package him for, Buddy Hield, or D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley, or, Kevin Love. Some people were saying we could get Kevin Love for him, and people now are saying John Wall. There are some Sixers fans who are so delusional in their hatred that they would legitimately take John freaking Wall, who's like 40 years old. He's one of the most injury-prone players in the league. He's going to be making like $47 million next season. Some people would take John Wall for Ben Simmons. That's insanity. Actual insanity. Ben Simmons, as much as I hate him, as much as I want to spit in his stupid face because of what a brat he has been, and what a pain in the ass his agent Rich Paul has been. God, I would love if Rich Paul was out of the Philadelphia area too. Much as I don't like him, I'm glad we didn't trade him for nothing, because what the reports are saying is exactly what I agree with. The Sixers are not willing to fall in the standings. They are not willing to actively get worse to get rid of Ben Simmons. And as much as it is a hard pill to swallow, that is the correct decision. We are a contending team. Yeah, we keep losing in the second round, we keep choking, we keep having injuries. But when you have an MVP candidate in Joel Embiid, a coach who doesn't suck ass, and as Doc Rivers annoys me, he's not a great coach by any means, but he's not as bad as Brett Brown, and you have a decent supporting cast with guys like Tobias Harris, like Seth Curry, young guys like Matisse Thybulle and Tyrese Maxey, and of course, you have a Defensive Player of the Year, runner-up, 3-time All-Star in Ben Simmons. Your team is a contender, even if that 3-time All-Star is a whiny little bitch who's mad that he didn't get his way, and that his coach said that he's maybe not a championship caliber point guard, and Embiid said that the play where Ben Simmons threw away the ball and cost us the game ended up costing us the game, which it did, because he's butthurt, he's soft, he's a little frickin' baby. But guess what? That baby's an amazing defender. That baby is still one of the best transition players in the league. That baby is still one of the best passers in the league and consistently leads the league in created three-point shots every single season. He could very well win Defensive Player of the Year next year. He could very well lead the league in assists next year. And he could do that while still playing like a little bitch. But you know what? Ben Simmons played like that last season, and we were still the first seed. Now, maybe we manage to trade him at the deadline, maybe we keep him for another full year, his contract goes down, but maybe his value rises. Maybe, just because he wants out of Philly, he finally plays properly and raises his trade value so we can trade his dumbass, okay? I'm hoping, I'm praying that's what happens, but look, whatever happens, even if we gotta keep him another 2 seasons, okay? It is better than giving him up for nothing, because Joel Embiid is in his prime, and as long as you have any amount of competency around Joel Embiid, that team is a contender as long as he is healthy, because he can be the best player in the league, and as we just saw with Giannis, you don't have to have a perfect team around Giannis. Yes, Chris Middleton stepped up in the playoffs, but Drew Holiday played like crap on offense. They had an injured Dante DiVincenzo, who is arguably their fourth best player. Mike Budenholzer has been told for years, people have been saying he's not a championship caliber coach. He finally got it together. And Chris Middleton, for every good game he had, he also had a bad game in the playoffs. When you have a dude who can be the best player in the entire NBA, they can carry you to a championship if the pieces fall in place. And while I would certainly prefer that piece to be Damian Lillard playing next to Joel Embiid, yeah, it would make it a lot easier. Joel Embiid could potentially get it done with Ben Simmons. Things would have to go right, but it is better to at least have that chance than to completely throw it away. To say, screw it, we're getting rid of Ben Simmons at all costs, and at that point you're not even a contender anymore. Because if you replace Ben Simmons with D'Angelo Russell and some bench role player, you are no longer a contender, because you do not have. Then your second best player is Tobias Harris. Look, I love Tobias Harris, but he should not be the second best player on the team. At least not the clear second best one. He was last season, but he's kind of sharing the role with Ben Simmons. At least with Ben Simmons, you are automatically guaranteed to have an absolutely elite defense to be able to shut down the other team's best player in the playoffs. And maybe, just maybe, Joel Embiid can go absolute Cameroonian beast mode, and he can carry this team to a championship, or at least past the freaking second round. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't blame anyone who wouldn't place their bets on that happening. But it's better than tanking. It's better than giving up and saying we're going to be a first-round exit with D'Angelo Russell than saying maybe we can make it past the second round this year with Ben Simmons, as much as we don't like him. That's all I have to say. This was just kind of a random ramble, if you couldn't tell. I haven't made a lot of videos in a while. I've just been really busy with college. I'm working. I'm doing classes. I got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to try to start doing some more videos again soon. But honestly, the content's going to be real inconsistent until the season starts, because I just don't really have anything to talk about. I just don't. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video, though. I will probably put another one out in at least the next week. The channel is growing phenomenally right now. Thank you so much to all of you who have been subscribing. It makes me feel so much better, okay? Life is tough right now. Nothing crazy going on. But again, college and work, I'm just really busy. I'm stressed out. It is amazing to see the YouTube channel growing, even when I'm not putting out videos. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day.